everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're not familiar, my name is Fielding Shredder and I love drifting, but today John is going to teach me how to drive a go-kart. So we're at Speedsportz Race Park here just north of Houston, Texas. This is one of my favorite venues in Texas. It's a beautiful track. They've got two different tracks for go-karts. They allow cars, motorcycles, and drift cars on the big track occasionally, and we just love coming here. So we'd actually just finished a big drift event here, but today we thought it would be kind of a special video for you guys to see what it would be like for me to go through their pro kart racing school. So you guys could, come up here, get a lesson. It's a fully inclusive package. And so he's going to take me through that and, teach me how to drive one of these things, teach me the correct line on the track, the braking points and so forth. So that if I wanted to get into go-karting, this would be a really easy way to see if I have an aptitude for it, see, if this is the kind of thing that my body can take and that I want to do seriously, and it wouldn't require a huge investment of like having to buy a cart and all the gear and all that stuff and not really know what I'm doing and get out here and then figure out, oh man, I'm terrible at this, so he's going to take me through the school. So we're going to show you guys that whole process so you guys get home could know, oh, that's what it'd be like. Then I can go out and do that myself. So first, why don't you tell us about this kart?
Yeah, so this is a two-stroke. Motor is Rotax built. Same people that do Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, Can-Ams, things like that. About 30 horsepower. Top speed is around 70 miles an hour, and it is a single gear kart.
How much does it weigh?
Dry weight without the driver is about 160 pounds. So 160 pounds, 70 miles an hour. This thing is insane fast.
Dang.
Roller coaster that you control, basically, is what I always tell people.
How about the G-forces?
G-force, depending on the track and how fast you're going through it, you're looking anywhere two Gs, potentially even up to 5 Gs if you're really pushing it.
Wow. So this is literally F1 level handling, suspension, power to weight is probably pretty close, but for a lot less money.
Exactly. Yeah, so a lot of the Formula 1 guys, anyone you see at 24 Hours of Le Mans, IndyCar, all those guys use karting as practice in the off season, during the season. It's a great way to stay in race shape. And not only that, it's, you can run this for a fraction of the cost that it would to take your race car out for a test day.
Absolutely.
A lot of guys, got their start in karting, every one of those actually, and it's a great way to stay active in the sport and keep your skills up.
Very cool. So it's a 1-cylinder, so at 125 cc.
Yep.
This is a little baby radiator right here. You see the chain driven. You can see the brakes right here. It's a full-on race car. I mean, this thing is sweet. Little battery here.
Full battery. We're nice and lazy, so we have the electric start just to make things easy.
Like that.
Shifter carts, still a little bit analog, and you have to push them to get started, but still tons of fun no matter what you're in. Any cart you get in, really. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Right. What kind of fuel does it run?
So this is running off of a two-stroke mix. Here in the US, for most of our racing, we use VP racing fuel. There's a couple series that run Sunoco, and then at some of the grassroots levels, you'll see them running high octane pump fuel, so 93 or higher.
Cool, cool. Very cool. It's all ready to go. Look how sticky these tires look, man. That's awesome. All right, sweet. Oh, and a rib guard. This is very important, you guys. If you ever have an opportunity to drive one of these, I highly recommend you wear a rib protector or a rib guard. Oh my God, you will hate your life if you don't.
He's gonna learn to love this thing, and it's gonna be his best friend.
That's right. I've driven go-karts once or twice before, and I know that I gotta have that. I don't know if I've ever driven one quite as cool as this, but we'll find out here in just a little bit. We'll see if I can still drive the thing. But first, we're gonna do a couple drift laps, just to kind of warm up for the day, get John warmed up, kart warmed up. I'm, of course, addicted to drifting, and anytime they say I could drift here, we're going to do it. So we're going to get some cool footage, and then we'll go ahead and start the class and go from there. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Not quite until she gets her own car.
Yeah, right. Then she can buy her own tires, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pay her own tickets.
Exactly. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was way too much fun. Thank you, John.
Of course.
Hey, no one's dead. We survived. I got to give a couple go-karters the ride along, and now they're maybe addicted to drifting as I am. But overall, that was a hell of a fun time. So now we're gonna go get in the karts. He's gonna show me what's good. I'm gonna get suited up, geared up. We're gonna hit the track. All right,
Do it.
All right, you guys just saw us have the most fun ever. He was chasing me down, did a hell of a job, stayed so close. I can't wait to see that footage, but you probably just watched it if you're watching this video. So now he's gonna actually give me all the race theory and the proper race line for the Speedsportz track here. I've got my ribbon protector on. You know, there are a couple things that are going on here that are very different from drifting. So I know that there are some integral braking zones. There are some things to look out for, keep your eyes up. And John's gonna, you know, show us exactly the right way to do this so that I don't go out there and slide a cart around and go super slow. All right, where do we start?
So first thing we want to do is we're coming into the corner. We want to make sure our eyes are up. We are looking down the track. Racing theory says enter the corner wide, come down to your apex, exit wide. That's your primary theory. Secondary theory says eyes up, know where the track's going, set yourself up for that next corner or the next two corners.
Gotcha. This is so much like rally school. I love it. This is like he's saying the things that I typically say, so this is great.
So when we look at the track, we'll use turns 1, 2, and 3 as an example. First corner is a fast flowing left-hander, followed by a tighter right hand, and then an even tighter left hand. So as we go through, we open up real wide, come down, we're actually gonna shoot for a late apex. And then as we go through, we actually want to stay driver's left as we come into 2. That way we're opening the corner, down, late apex again. And now we're trying to stay driver's right as we open up that corner.
Okay.
And that's gonna produce speed. We wanna brake in a straight line coming into the corner. We lift off the brake, and once you hit the apex, unwinding that wheel.
Okay.
Opening to the right side, again, opening up to that corner, and then down onto the apex, exit wide, and flying lap.
All right, sweet. All right, so here's the cart. This is a 125 tag cart, which means it's a single speed. John's gonna tell me some of the prep work that we need to do to get one of these ready for a race, and then we're gonna go out there and drive the damn thing.
Pretty much like any kind of race car, set your tire pressures, make sure you have plenty of fuel in the cart. With the cart, because they are chain driven, you actually do have to lube the chain.
Okay.
So we've already done that. It's all ready to go. Tires are checked, everything's ready.
What kind of tire pressure do we run in these things?
In the cart tires, we are looking anywhere between, I'd say 9.5 pounds up to 15 pounds of air.
Okay.
Depending on outside air temperature and the track, how hot the track is, how much grip it has, is gonna kind of depend on what pressure is.
Cool.
So that's everyone's secret sauce.
All right, so it just kind of depends. We got a little master cylinder here for the brakes. Showed you guys the battery and all that stuff, the kill switch. Man, I'm excited to drive this thing. I'm so hyped. I love these things. They're so fast. They are painful to drive. I know that, like painful in the sense that like your whole body is sore by the time you're done because it's a hell of a workout. But it's also really rewarding to be able to like go fast in one of these things and feel like you're a little race car driver without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a formula car. So it's definitely worthwhile. Any other adjustments or anything we need to think about?
So I think we have everything set. As far as adjustments to the cart, if let's say you were a bit taller and we needed to make adjustments to your pedals, we could just quickly adjust that by moving some pedal stops. Brake, we'd have to make some adjustments in the safety cables.
Okay.
With the seats, they are the most integral part to your vehicle. This acts as your suspension.
Okay.
We don't have any BCs on these, so this is gonna kind of act like that coil and dampener.
Yeah.
So the way you sit in the cart is actually has a huge role in what you're doing.
Interesting. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know that, these carts have zero suspension. That's what he means by they don't have BCs. Like, they literally have zero suspension. The tire is the only thing that's squishy. Everything else is solid metal. There's no rubber, there's no bushings, nothing in here. It is a solid axle, one piece, full frame. So, you know, you act as kind of the suspension, I guess, when you're torquing on the frame, right?
Yep. So the way you move in the seat through a corner is going to determine, do you put load on the outside tire?
Okay.
Is it going to pick up, or is it going to squat?
And I've heard that, and tell me if this is correct, that if you're really hooking up, the inside tire will lift off the ground?
Yeah, so as you watch, or might know, watching Chelsea and Vaughn rip, you know, their idea is more sprint car style. As it comes through the corner, that inside tire is going to lift up.
Yeah, that's their front tire.
Yeah, inside front is going to lift. That can happen on a kart. It can even happen on the rear tire as well. And that's what helps it to pivot on some of those tighter corners.
Right, because it is a fixed axle, it's also like a welded diff, right? These always turn the exact same time or exact same way or ratio. So there's never an opportunity for one to turn faster than the other, even though the outer tire is going to go on a farther or larger radius. You know, so that way if they pick up one tire, it's essentially allowing it to slip and getting that rotation done.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off today. I'll try, but I know it takes a lot of grip and a lot of G-forces and a lot of talent. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see if we get you on 3 wheels or not.
Yeah. But either way, this is going to be awesome. If I leave here with all my ribs intact, I will be very happy.
So will I.
All right, let's go drive this thing. We got a bunch of locals here practicing for a big kart race this weekend. I'm gonna get out there and dice it up with them and see how I can hang. Should be a good time. Oh, check this suit out too. Look how sweet this thing is. All properly branded and stuff. It's nicer than my suit. I forgot my suit at home, so thank you, John, for letting me borrow this one.
Anytime.
Got a little GoPro action here. Get some shots. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm so hyped. Oh my god. I mean, I love drifting, but I also really love driving karts like this.
Yeah.
Like proper racing.
Proper race karts.
Race karts? Yeah, so good. All right, so far so good. How do you think I'm doing?
So far looking good. Lines are very clean.
Yeah.
Very smooth, which
Trying
is
to be
what
smooth.
you want to do in karting. How do you feel?
I'm a little bit, you know, I got to get the brake style. Those are, finding that threshold braking is tough, you know, so I'm just kind of sneaking up on it. I'm getting better. Each lap is slowly dialing in. My hands, I know I'm gripping it way too much. And I tell my students that too, so I just need to relax. Like you guys said, let the rubber and the glove do the work.
Yep.
And
Breathe.
breathe.
That's a big thing in karting. You got to remember, go through the corner, breathe.
Yep. That's exactly the other thing I'm doing wrong is I catch myself coughing and I'm like, oh, it's because I'm not breathing, dummy. Take a breath.
Yeah, you're trying to hold your breath through the corner.
Right.
So relax.
Yep.
Breathe. You know this. You know the track. Every lap you're getting more and more comfortable with the car.
Right.
You didn't jump into your S14 and throw down.
Of course not.
So you have to make progression steps.
Okay.
And that's all that this is about.
Okay. Well, I'm digging it, man. We good for another set?
Let's do it.
All right, hell yeah. Did I kill it? Oh, it just died. Okay.
That's all right.
Holy crap. That was awesome. My body is wrecked, but that was so worth it. Oh.
Well, I think you did these tires then.
Did I?
They look pretty good.
I was trying not to slide, but every now and then it
That
happens.
happens.
I felt like it was able to get a little more rotation when you kind of were on throttle at that limit.
Yeah, so anytime you're using just a little extra throttle, it'll help it not only turn, but it'll help it plant better.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's
you
what I was
can
feeling.
hold it and just carry more momentum and more speed through the corner.
I found the timer, so I was chasing the timer at the end there.
Just a little bit.
I hit a 59.2. 59.27.
59 first time out in a
Yeah,
cart?
yeah.
In a pro kart?
In a pro kart. Oh man, that was crazy. Oh. Holy crap, y'all. Oh, get the smudges off the screen. Oh, that made it worse. Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and then we'll do the recap. Oh. All right, give me the rundown here. How'd I do?
All right, so looking at it, we're very consistent. We're minute to 59, a couple of high minutes, low minute. Now we're under. Took a little while, lap 8, but we got there. Lap 9, and then I guess lap 10's your fastest with 59.25. Go up a little, we're back down. All looks good, it's consistent, normal.
Nice.
I don't know. Who do you think could beat you?
I think Harrison could.
Think so?
He's the Mr. Consistent. And honestly, probably Mike Van Schelbeck too. They're both really good drivers and they have better control of their nerves.
I wonder if we do a Red or Dead challenge.
Yeah.
You know, people sign up for the class, or maybe we set a time over on the rental track.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
And if you come out, post your fastest time for Red or Dead.
Oh yeah.
And we see what happens.
Let's do it. Holy crap, dude.
Tired?
That was insane. Very tired. Oh my god. Sweaty, worn out. But you guys, if you have a chance to do this, please come and do that. That was some of the most fun I've had all year.
Thank you for coming
Like,
out.
mind blown.
That was fun. And
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah, how'd I
you know,
do?
You were doing excellent for being a drifter and having other different disciplines behind you.
Yeah.
You picked that up extremely fast.
Good.
So
That's good to hear.
I was very impressed.
Not a one-trick pony.
Nah, he can grip and slip, so it's good.
Right.
Yeah, you killed it. You're smooth, consistent.
Mhm.
You were running really good times.
Yeah, I ran a 59.2 for those of you at home keeping score. First try ever, 59.2. I'm proud of that. I think he runs in the 57s or maybe faster, but he works here and he's got a little more seat time. So.
A little more practice.
Oh, I'll take it. Man, that was insane. So going forward, what are some of the things I can work on?
So a couple things, braking.
Yeah.
It's everyone's Achilles heel,
That's tough.
really. It's making sure you're smooth on the brakes and not locking up right at that last minute.
Yep.
The other big thing is just smooth on the wheel.
Yeah.
As long as you're able to do that, you're going to be a lot faster, and your times are going to start dropping.
Okay. So brakes for sure. I knew that already. Turn 13 is tricky. You weren't lying. That one.
It's hard to judge, and
so hard to judge. And even
when you're racing with other people,
yeah,
it's even harder because it's like running it's like being the fourth person in a tandem train.
Yeah.
You don't know what those first guys are going to do, so you're trying to predict what they're doing, but you're also trying to predict the guy in front of you, and you don't want to get steamrolled from the guy behind you.
Or hit the guy in front of you. You want to pass
Exactly.
him. Yeah. That one was tough. That was my hardest corner. I actually got 10 and 11 down pretty damn good. 6 is definitely 6, 7, 8. That whole complex.
This
is
whole
not easy.
final bout section,
Yep.
as it's starting to become known as.
Not easy, not the most difficult, but definitely you got to be looking ahead. That was super important right there.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? What are some of the drifters that you know?
Yeah.
Do you think they could hang?
I think a couple of them. I know Aaron's done some karting. I know Chelsea came out here. He would probably be super fast. Him and Matt Field are both very good drivers for sure. Some of the local guys though, like I'd love to see, all my Red or Dead boys out here. Harrison's super fast always. Mike Van Schelbeck, I'm sure would be super quick out here too. So maybe we could take a trip out here another couple months and get them all packed up together and we'll all do.
See about getting a couple guys to come out.
Yeah, a little mini Lone Star Drifts heat race, that'd be fun.
See what we can do.
We'd have to, yeah, I'd be really worried that we'd crash anything. I'd have to we'd have to throw in on a pot just in case there's any damage.
Well, maybe do the class.
Yeah.
Get some high speed out of the way.
Right.
And then maybe put you guys all head to head over on the other track.
Okay.
And let you really duke it out.
Yeah, that would be fun. And so we've done that before, but we did it in the rain. So it was just a free-for-all drift session with at least one spin every lap. And now, at least one per person almost. But yeah, if we could get out here in the dry with some rental carts and some Lone Star drivers.
I think we'd have fun.
It'd be so much fun.
You know, maybe see if we can get Adam out here again, or maybe even Taylor.
Right.
Like you said, Chelsea, Matt,
All
maybe
the boys.
get all the homies out. And
Maybe we could have Drift Week 2 out here, you know?
Ooh.
That would be cool.
Aaron,
What do guys
are you
think?
listening?
Yeah.
Come on.
Aaron, make it happen. We need to come here for Drift Week 2. We could start here and then go from here. That'd be an awesome plan.
I mean, either you start here, you finish here, you come here in the middle.
Yeah.
Either way, we're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna get sideways.
I want Alan to come out. Alan, the owner of this place, I want him to race me. I want to see if I can hang. I don't think I can, but
More practice.
yeah. I'd like to see like how much faster he is, you know, because oh man, that was amazing. I'm gonna have the biggest adrenaline crash here in 20 minutes. I'm gonna like need a Red Bull and a nap for sure.
Right.
It's gonna be
That's gonna be the hardest drive home.
it's gonna be terrible. I'm not looking forward to it. Oh man. Okay, well thank you again so much.
Of
Thank you,
course.
Speedsportz. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Lone Star Drift, and everyone that is watching at home. I appreciate you guys sticking around and subscribing to the channel. You guys make sure to keep up with all their social. I'll link it all down below. Follow along, and if you're in the Houston area, please come out here, ride a rental cart, sign up for the pro-kart experience, and get to go do what I just did. It is well worth the money. You will be extra sore and sweaty and super satisfied at the end. I promise it'll be a fun time.
Speedsportz Racing Park, Houston's high-speed playground.
That's right. All right, see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
What's your name?
Adrian?
Nice to meet you, Adrian. You ever been drifting before?
Nah.
You're a go-kart racer, huh?
Yeah.
All right, this will be very different.
Thanks, man.
You bet, man. Hope you enjoyed it.
I did. It was really cool.
Awesome.
I see how it is. You gotta hire a different camera car.
I can't afford that one. Speed Patrol. Dude, that was sick.
That looked awesome.
Oh my god, that was
Looks so
fun.
fun.
I killed those tires. They're done.
Finally.
Yeah.